Hi guys, new English words. These are words or expressions that have recently been added to one of the many English dictionaries. Not all native speakers know these words and expressions. However, they might become more popular each year. So let's check out these words. Okay, first we have petfluencer. Petfluencer. So this comes from pets plus influencer, and it gives us petfluencer. So this has two meanings actually. The first meaning is a person who becomes popular on social media by sharing content of their pet. For example, as a petfluencer, Mark regularly reviews pet products and shares tips on dog training. Next example. Being a petfluencer has allowed him to connect with other dog lovers around the world. Second definition is an animal that becomes famous on social media through its owner's posts. For example, Charlie the Spaniel is a real petfluencer with over 100,000 followers on Instagram. Another example, our cat became a petfluencer after a video of her went viral. Now she gets sent free toys and treats to review. Second expression, nearly wed. Nearly wed. This is someone who is almost married or engaged to be married, but maybe they will never get married. So it's like married couples, but not actually married. And this comes from newlywed, which means someone who got married recently. Nearly plus newlywed gives us nearly wed. For example, my brother and his fiancée are looking into honeymoon destinations now that they're nearly weds. Next example, as nearly weds, we spend a lot of our weekends at wedding fairs and cake tastings. My girlfriend and I live together and share everything in our lives. We are nearly weds. Third new word today is kinkeeping. Kinkeeping. So this means maintaining family connections and relationships. Kin basically means family, the same family. For example, my aunt is the main person for kinkeeping in our family. She always remembers birthdays and organizes our annual reunions. Next example. John spends a lot of time on kinkeeping, making sure his elderly parents are included in all the family events. Despite his busy schedule, Mike is dedicated to kinkeeping, always making sure his siblings stay connected across different cities. Next one is greedflation. This is a terrible one, which I'm sure you've experienced. I've definitely experienced it. Greedflation. This is when prices go up because companies want to make more money, not because things cost more to make. So inflation means prices going up. Greed plus inflation, greedflation. Okay, first example. I read an article that said a lot of the current grocery price increases are not due to actual shortages, but greedflation. Next example. It feels like every time I go shopping, the prices have jumped up again. It's got to be greedflation, hasn't it? Okay, fifth word today is pessimize. 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 This is a verb and it comes from pessimistic, which means you think bad things will happen or you don't think good things will happen. And optimize means to make things work as well as possible or as quickly as possible. So if we add these two words together, we get pessimize. There are two meanings of this word. The first meaning is to make something less efficient, particularly to do with computers. For example, after installing the new updates, my computer's performance dropped significantly. It feels like the developers managed to pessimize the system rather than improve it. Next example. While attempting to enhance the security features, the IT team ended up pessimizing the entire network. Okay, the second definition of pessimize is to expect the worst possible outcome. First example, he always tends to pessimize when it comes to job interviews, assuming he won't get the position before even meeting the recruiters. Next example, I don't mean to pessimize, but with the current traffic, I highly doubt we'll make it to the theatre on time. Okay, today's word number 6 is Blur's Day. So this is quite a funny word because it sounds like one of the days of the week, like Thursday. But it means a vague or non-specific day, typically due to routine or monotony. Blur, this means things do not look clear. So if it feels like every day is kind of the same, you're doing the same things every day, then maybe you think each day is Blur's Day. For example, working from home has made me lose track of time. It feels like it's Blur's Day every day. Second example, is it Wednesday today? I've got no idea. Every day's just a Blur's Day to me now. Okay, the next one is quite a funny expression. Range anxiety. Range anxiety. So this is a worry that an electric vehicle doesn't have enough battery charge to reach its destination. For example, planning a trip to the countryside gives me range anxiety. I'm always worried there won't be enough charging stations along the way. I experienced severe range anxiety during my last road trip, constantly checking if we had enough charge to make it to the next station. Final example. To avoid range anxiety, I always map out my route with charging stations in mind before setting off on a long journey. Next one is northpaw. This is someone who is right-handed. So in many cases, especially in North American sports, people will say southpaw to mean someone who is left-handed. So the opposite of south is north, so we can say northpaw. For example, she is a northpaw, so she writes with her right hand. Okay, this next one, number 9, is quite funny. Barbiecore. Barbiecore. So this is a style or fashion trend that involves wearing bright pink colours and copying the Barbie doll's style. So this kind of thing, all of this bright pink, this is sometimes called Barbiecore. First example, the high street shops are flooded with Barbiecore collections this summer. It's all about the pink. I thought I'd never wear pink again, but the Barbiecore trend has completely changed my mind. Even the celebrities at the film premiere were wearing Barbiecore. It seems pink is officially back in fashion. Our final new expression today is climate fiction or cli-fi. This is a genre of fiction that deals with climate change and global warming. So this comes from the very old, very famous genre known as science fiction or sci-fi, plus the word climate to make climate fiction or cli-fi. For example, her latest book is a climate fiction thriller that explores a future affected by rising sea levels. Next example. He's writing a climate fiction series that imagines life after a climate apocalypse. Final example. The award for Best Climate Fiction Film went to a story about survivors in a world ruined by drought. Okay, guys, what did you think about those new words and expressions? Did you think they were interesting, or did you think some of them were ridiculous? Please do let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give a like and subscribe. And hopefully see you again next time. Bye-bye.